Welcome to New to Comics. This is very Mr. Rogers-esque, isn't it? How does it feel? Do I look like Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
My name is Andre, and today we are going to be discussing the different ways that comics are collected. Understanding the different ways that they come out makes it easier for you to collect them. We have a bookshelf here, which is the perfect place for me to kind of display and show you how it breaks down. So we'll go piece by piece for your understanding. First off, let's talk about single issues. When it comes to comics, it's basically broken into different writers and different artists and how they then break it up into releasing it either monthly or they might do it bi-weekly. It kind of depends on what is happening there. I have some old ones, little flex. Static issue number one. For instance, if we have Dennis Cowan, if we have Dwayne McDuffie, if we have these different writers who have static, and let's say they have like 12 issues, then you'd kind of be looking and communicating with your comic shop and setting it up. And you don't have to be intimidated by this. You say, I want to set up a pull list so that I can week by week go in and go to the comic shop and see what's being released. Currently, we have Captain America by Chip Zdarsky that's coming out. Captain America is a very popular character. He's one of my favorites. So if you have a popular character like this who will end up being somebody who can have the potential of having a couple hundred or 30, whatever the number is, continue to keep up as you move along. And then that's how you're able to get the single issue format. Now, what happens is that you have these different arcs in the single issue format. So when these writers and artists are telling a story, it might be an arc that is 5 of these individual issues. And then when those are compiled together, what you'll end up getting is something that is called a trade paperback. Rick Exodus, Image Comics, Ghost Machine, shout out to the homie D-Rod. This right here, you'll see volume 1. So this will come out typically about 3 to 6 months after the issue has come out because it needs to compile, needs to go through processing. And that way you can have 6 issues, for instance, in this one. And then you just have to wait a little bit longer. So the thing is, people have FOMO, fear of missing out. They want to get every issue as it comes out, does its thing. But if that's not in your budget, you can wait a little bit for a trade paperback to come out. The only thing about this is that if it's a really long run, like Invincible, for instance, you're going to have a lot of trade paperbacks, or TMNT, a lot of them, if you're going to collect in this format. So please keep that in mind. Now, what can happen after a trade paperback? If you want something a little bit beefier, a little bit meatier, we have a compendium. This right here is my personal favorite. It's soft cover, but it also is hefty. Is the mic picking that up? You can knock someone out with this. I don't have concealed carry, I have concealed comics. This right here is the way where you are also able to collect a lot of issues. This is issues 1 through 48 of the acclaimed zombie hit. Zombies might not be your thing. I totally understand. This is a mature book. Walking Dead has 4 compendiums. So if you wanted to collect whatever amount, I don't know what that is, like 300, 200 single issues, you could. Or if you wanted to collect like 40, 50 trade paperbacks, you could. Or you can collect 4 compendiums. That's why I love it. And it kind of fits in the hand nice. The quality works out okay. I just enjoy compendiums just the way that they feel. And depending on the quality of them, you know, it kind of depends. Some people don't like it because it is paper that you end up getting fraying and a little bit more worry in terms of weathering, humidity. But again, this is my bread and butter. This is where I end up sitting. Okay, but Andre, I hate freaking soft cover, bro. I don't want to deal with that. I want hardcover. I enjoy the quality. I got you. For the, like some of the final editions, I'll take out 2 of these. Let's do this and this. So sometimes with different distributors like Dark Horse or others, they might have different deluxe editions. This one is a little bit more niche because it's actually a manga adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's novel At the Mountains of Madness. It looks beautiful. It got some silver there and you're reading right to left. So I think that art is incredible. Sometimes you can have deluxe editions of comics that are told, so it's not necessarily an omnibus because it's not collecting everything in a big thing, but it is a hardcover. Omnibus, what an omnibus seeks to do, for example, we have Christopher Priest's Black Panther run. This is the run that defined modern Black Panther. On the back here, a lot of the time, omnibuses will kind of show you what is included, what is shown. It's not actually numbering it, which might not be the most helpful. But when you're looking at a run, sometimes you're going to have events in other issues. So this Black Panther run also has runs like Incredible Hulk. There's like a couple Incredible Hulk issues. And what an omnibus seeks to do is in a hardcover format, take the entire run and also take the different annual or the events and put that all into a format where you can enjoy. It also does blow up the art and the paneling in really big art like this without it also being muted. Because like if you ever take a picture and you zoom in or you try to blow it up, you take a picture, you try to blow it up into a poster, it's all pixelated. And Omnibus does the opposite of that. It actually takes the art, blows it up in a good way, and allows it to shine in all of its glory. Look at the Falcon. This is the Falcon that I like, bro. I don't need him with the shield. I don't need shield cap Falcon. I just need OG Falcon. Overall, comics are all about access, and I recognize that it can look like, man, like how do you afford this? How do you do this? I'm a big person on budget. I'm a big person on communication. I'm a big person on getting things secondhand, and that's the same thing I'd suggest. So I would just say overall, if you're able to read previews of a run online, that's the best way. If you're able to support your local comic shop and get a couple of single issues and figure out, is this something that I eventually want to get? Then one day maybe you could take the run that you have and then just get it in a trade paperback format or a compendium format. If you're somebody who prefers hardcover, that is also there for you. Comics are super accessible, and I'm promising you there is a format that you will enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for checking out New to Comics, and we will catch you next time.